Kusuzangpo and hello to all of my friends. Welcome to my channel, Orkezang's Kitchen. Friends, today I am here to show you how I actually make a fried Tibetan bread known as Woeshang Phalay. This bread is actually super soft and it's really delicious. So I am going to take you to the process how I actually make it. So I'm going to take wheat flour, like 2.5 cup of wheat flour to make this bread, and I'm going to share you the ingredients that I'll be using. So I have the wheat flour and I'll be using a little bit of sugar, 3 to 4 tablespoons of sugar. And the next ingredient I'll be using is, of course, baking powder. We need it. I'll be using like 2 to 3 tablespoons of baking powder and 2 to 3 pinch of salt. And the next one I will be using is some oil, like 3 to 4 tablespoons of oil when I make the dough. So you will see the whole process when I'm doing it. And of course I need water and oil for frying the dough or the bread. I have taken a large bowl, as you see it, and I'm going to add the ingredients now. So here is wheat flour that I'll be adding. Like I said, it will be like 2 to 2.5 cups, or you can add more depending upon how much you want to actually make your bread. So that was 2 cups, and the next one is going to be last half cup. So the next ingredient that I'll be adding is the brown sugar. So I'm adding like I don't know, 4 teaspoon of brown sugar is what I have. So I'm going to add that all, and you can add white sugar also here at this point. The next ingredient is, see, I'm adding like, this is the first pinch of salt and the second pinch of salt. So I'm adding like 2 pinch of salt. The next ingredient is baking soda. So this is the first teaspoon baking soda and this is the second one. So I'm going to be using 2 teaspoons of baking soda. The next ingredient that I will be adding is oil. So oil, I'll be adding like 4 to 5 teaspoons of oil to make the dough. So the next process is to knead the dough. So I have taken warm water. So I'll be kneading the dough, and to start off I won't be using that much of water. So you just have to add little water at times, and then that's how you make your dough. So make sure you don't put too much of water to begin with, because then you might have to end up adding, if your dough is like too soft or like it's like too sticky, then you will have to end up adding flour again, and then whatever the ingredients you have added, you will have to end up adding more and more. So just make sure you, to start off with, you just put a little bit of water and you just try to make your dough out of it, because the dough should not be too soft or it should not be too firm. So all the ingredients that in the bowl are incorporated well, and now next one is to add water. So let's start making the dough, friends. As you see, friends, I'm just adding a little bit of water at a time and trying to mix the flour and the water together. So like I said, please don't add too much water. Friends, as you see, our dough is coming together very nicely. So just have to knead little longer. If I need to add water, I will add little more water. I mean, I think it's still on the little bit on the harder side. So I'm going to add just like a little bit of water, not much. And I'm going to knead it again. So I think that is just perfect water. And friends, this Woeshang Phalay, you can make it and keep it for at least, it's good for at least a week. But if you keep in the fridge, it will stay longer. And friends, this Woeshang Phalay is really delicious. You can serve this with your curry or any achar or any dal or any meat dish or vegetable dish, like and even as a snack with the tea is really delicious. Friends, dough is almost ready, and the next what I'm going to do is I'm going to let the dough rest for like 15 to 20 minutes. I'm just going to leave it in the same bowl and just cover it and let it rest, like I said, for 15 to 20 minutes or a little bit longer if you want to. But after 15 to 20 minutes, it's okay to use the dough. Friends, it's been a little over 15 minutes, so I'm going to knead the dough again for like 4 to 5 minutes, and then I'm going to divide it into small pieces. So usually I like to make my dough pieces like this. So I take the whole dough and break into half like you saw, and then from there I'm going to make it 2 more pieces from there. So I will divide this into half again. See, from friends, my dough is all divided into equal parts, and now I'm going to get it ready and to be rolled into flat bread. So friends, I have taken this wooden surface, or where a lot of people make roti on top of it, and a rolling pin, and I'm going to start making my bread. Roll it into thin bread. I mean, you should not actually roll it too thin, not like the one that you use for chapati or paratha or anything else. So you have to keep this little bit on the thicker side. So let me roll my bread. Friends, please, if you don't see my bread being nice and round like everyone does it, this is one thing I can never make my bread round like others. But if you ask me to make it a map, any kind of country map, I think I will do it very easily. But to make this bread round, I can never do it. I've tried it many times, but let's see how this one comes up, friends. And as for the thickness, as you see it, see, like it's not, you should not roll it too thin. You should just keep it in the thicker side. So I think this is almost okay. This is what I need for as for the thickness. And the next one, what I usually like to do, and I know a lot of people do it also, this one, I like to make like 3 cuts in the center of the rolled flatbread. So the reason behind this is that when you actually cook it in the oil, that it gets evenly cooked in the center. It's why this cut has been made. So you just have to make like 3 cuts, or you can make like small, more than 3 cuts also. So friends, my bread is ready to be fried. So I have taken a frying pan here and letting it heat up. And once this is heat up, I am going to add vegetable oil to fry my bread in it. So let's check if my pan is hot enough to add the oil. And just make sure there's like no water or anything in your pan, because you don't want that. That is the last thing you want it, is when you have some water in your oil and then it like starts to crackle, or like it's, you know, it's not very safe. So my pan looks ready, it's hot, and I'm going to add vegetable oil. And then I'm going to let this heat up before I add the rolled flatbread. And in the meantime, friends, I'm going to actually roll all my bread and keep it ready, so it's easier for me to just pick it up and put it in the hot oil. So let me try and make a round one this time. I'm trying, friends, and I've been trying this for many years, and my bread, I mean this roti or bread, is never round enough. So I will keep trying. Friends, the hot oil looks hot enough to start frying, but before that I'm going to do a small test. I'm going to drop a small piece of dough in it, and if it floats, that means the oil is ready. So it looks good now, and I'm going to add the bread. And friends, when I actually add the flat bread, I just don't drop it right in the oil. I generally like to add it very slowly, and pushing away from me is what I do, like very slowly, gently, so that way the oil doesn't splatter towards you. So I'm going to show you a few more times how I do it. And after you put that your flatbread, make sure you just turn it because you don't want to brown it too much. And at this point, if you want, you can lower your heat or flame, so that way your oil is not too hot, because you want to slow cook this at a medium low heat, so that way your bread is not burnt, and you want to make sure that this is fully cooked. So this looks good now. This is the first one, and I'm going to drain all the oil and keep it aside in a plate. And I'm going to do the next bread, how I put it. Just please watch carefully. That's how I do it. You know how I don't put the bread towards me, but I like to put it away from me. So that way the oil doesn't splatter towards you. And you just keep pressing it a little bit. And then please, then you just turn it over. You don't want to brown it too much. And now you just turn it. You just keep like 1 or 2 minutes. So you see how the color is looking like light brown. Woeshang Phalay is looking beautiful, friends. And this is done. I'm going to drain the oil and start frying the next one. Friends, all the flat bread is fried, and I'm going to show you how super soft it has come out. So it's time to do the testing, friends, which I'm excited. And as you see how the color looks beautiful, and you see when I break it how soft it is. It's really soft. See, like it's perfectly cooked inside. You see, friends? And this is delicious. Just try a piece. And friends, I hope you make this simple bread and enjoy with any choice of your curry or achar. And today I'm going to eat Woeshang Phalay with achar, the mango achar that I made myself. And thank you for watching, friends. And please don't forget to like, share and subscribe. I will see you in my kitchen next time, friends, again. Friends, it's time for testing. So here's the bread. It's super soft and it's perfectly cooked. And let me try now.